Good evening. I am the Joffrey Christian, recording for my advanced public speaking class, and I will be doing my essay on the advantages of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship. According to many operations and businesses, sole proprietorship is one of the most basic forms of businesses. This type of business is usually ran and owned by one person. In most cases, individuals tend to lean towards sole proprietorship businesses because of the multiple advantages that comes with owning a business. These advantages include a personal ownership, personal and business income, and the simplicity of owning a business or structure. There are indeed more advantages of owning his or her own business, but these are the three most significant reasons that make sole proprietorship more convenient among several of the small businesses. Firstly, ownership is imperative. When being a sole owner over a business, having total control over a business allows a person to structure, manage, and make final decisions for everything concerning the business. All sales and transfers pertaining to the business are in the owner's hands. Basically, the owner is fully responsible for everything inside and outside of the business or company. Also, the formation of the business is essential as well. With being in total control, the structure of the business or company is based upon the owner to make the best decision for it. In addition, the owner does not have to answer to anyone but his or herself. The owner can keep the business for as long as he or she pleases or sell it at any time. And because this is a personal business, the owner could also choose to pass the business down to a relative someday. Secondly, because the business is personally owned, all income from the business goes directly to the proprietor. Every cent of profit is the owner's. There aren't any splits of profits or payment regulations, taxes, or small fees to deal with. Money is so much more easier to handle in a proprietorship business. For one, there isn't a payroll set up for the owner, and he or she can have separate bank accounts for the business and for personal uses. Also, getting the business started doesn't cost as much either. Lastly, being a sole proprietor carries a great deal of simplicity. The owner can operate the business as he or she pleases, and all assets of the business is personal property. There is very little paperwork, and the owner does not have to go through the hassle of annual reports. Nor does the owner have to deal with the government. Decision making strategies, protocols, and policies are much more simpler to follow. Also, trust is easily established inside the company or business when the owner is the only person that's dealing with the business. Mostly, everything will be handled accordingly. Everything will be handled accordingly. All things considered, sole proprietorship really is the best way to go when forming a business. Just think about it. The proprietor is his or her own boss and is self employed when it all comes to owning a personal business. Everything is under the owner's control, and the owner has the first and last say so. Wouldn't that be great to be a sole proprietor of a business? The proprietor has the freedom of forming his or her own business, handling his or her own income, and doing things the owner way, all by making sure that their overall job is as simply as possible. Thank you for listening to my speech. Hopefully, someday my public speaking will increase. And good night.